You can hate high score hunters, witch hunters all you want. I also hate them. But whether you like it or not, this is just something you have to deal with. You can, however, poke fun at their logic. So this is the team I'm currently with in team mode. You know, something that a lot of players do. They hang with their own team. For protection, not necessarily for a big high score, but because it can be fun and you don't die. Usually. Just typical normal stuff, even with the scores that we have. But what if you cannot do that in any capacity whatsoever? At least not without being witch hunted. So now it comes to this player here, who appears to have a problem with the leader having protection. You know, if this was a random player with like 7 octo tanks protecting this 200k plus overlord, I would get it. But that is not what is happening. These were just 3 random players, well now 2, all playing together so they do not die in a ridiculous manner. You know, like what's happened here. This player certainly has a problem with players just playing normally. By the way, why was it a witch hunt? Because they spun around and then died. You know, like typical witch hunters do. Before all of the travelling game modes in Horatio, high scores were taken much more seriously, and there were players who had protection at level 45, 26,000 score. So that raises one ridiculous question that shouldn't even need an answer. What about this? Is this considered protection at 0 score, since I'm being protected by this octo tank? Or alternatively, what about this? A bunch of witch hunters all together chasing me. Is this called protection? What? I'm using your logic against you. Is this not called protection as well? It really makes you wonder. You would think this. You would think 3 players would be playing as a team, but apparently it's not a good thing. Apparently you're not allowed to do that. Oh wait, this team of multiple K9 players is also a team. Oh no, there goes my logic. I only said that before someone else does. You think I don't know the game? You are very wrong. It appears to be at a deadlock. So where do we go from here? The only thing you can do is just play the game. You cannot fix the unparalleled logic of witch hunters. And might I add, they were probably just mad that they could not kill a 200k overlord that had a protection squad. Because that's how they are. You could just sit in a base with 1 million score, and they will be mad at that. Except if a bunch of them counterpick your tank and simply just hunt you, the most reasonable thing to do is just sit in their base, like any normal player would. I did, and it was such a glorious time. As I always say, the salt is real, and whenever you sit in their base with a high score, it really shows. But then again, these hunting clans are not the brightest. There's a reason why they were called Feeding 22. There's a reason why they are called bitch hunters. And it's because of their behaviour, both verbally and in-game. And by the way, the rest of them were fine. It was just this one player, as far as I know, anyway. To all of the random players out there that are not organised in a random Discord call, I'm assuming at the very least, that team with random players they meet, and I shouldn't even have to say this, but I will say it regardless. Keep being a random team. There is nothing wrong with it. They are just mad they cannot kill you. And to all of the witch hunters out there that continue to witch hunt, I'm going to keep haunting you with this clip, because I know it is your worst nightmare, and I will continue to do this for as long as I'm here. Have a nice day.